Ah-ma-wa-Ya-sha-ah-la. This is Ah-ma-wa. And yes, I am in the land of Israel. I wanted to do a challenge. Alright? Tonight, some people are dealing with the 364-day calendar. They're saying that tonight will be the 364th day. And I'm going to prove that that is correct. That's wrong. Unequivocally wrong. Now, that's the east. That's where the sun rises in the morning. That way is south. Behind me is north, which would be my apartment, and I'm not going to film that. But that way, we know the sun sets in the west. I'm sure you can tell that that's the sun, right? Okay, now, it is actually setting. See that time right there? Right? It's the time in Israel right now. PM. Right? Okay, so you see I'm not doing any camera tricks or nothing like that. I want y'all to simply do a challenge. This evening, around this time right here, I want you to go and see when the sun sets. And in the morning, about this same time, let's see if the sun rises at the same time. 12 hours later, exactly. If it does not, then the calendar you are following is wrong. Now, I've already proven that the calendar that we follow is correct. Can you prove that yours is correct? By just physical evidence right here. That's the sun. And it's setting in the west. Unequivocally, around 5:30, 5:35. Big clocks. Big clocks. Okay, see that sun? Where's the brightest? Now, I'm trying to stay out here until the sun actually goes down, till it's out of sight. But I've been trying to prove this for the past 5 years, that calendar's off. That is way off. That folks are reading it wrong, and they're teaching it wrong, and getting us to follow horrible holy day dates. All right. So the best way I can show you is to physically show you. You know, since hardly anybody likes to read long texts, I like to call them, or long passages where you're using scripture and all of that to try to prove a point. You know, most folks don't even. It's sad that our people don't even read. Where I should be able to just post the stuff and you should be able to see it and be like, okay, this is what it is. Well, and please do not give me the Jeremiah 10 about not being dismayed by the signals in the sky. That's bull crap right here when we're referring to this. It's going down. Going down. See that time? So you can't say I'm making anything up. Can't say it. Alright? So this should mean when I get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning that sun there we go. Okay, it's easier to see now and tilt the camera. That sun will be coming up over there at 5:30. And I promise you, tomorrow morning, hopefully the clouds won't be looking funky. I'm gonna have the clocks out here, the phone out here, and all of that tomorrow morning, and we're gonna see what time this sun comes up over here. Right? Like I've said, spring is already going on out here. Spring does not start tomorrow. Right? Or actually, it does not start tonight. It started almost 2 weeks ago. So, actually, no, 10 days ago. End of February, going into March. One thing I will tell you is that the Bible talks about, or the scriptures talk about the weather pattern. When it's talking about the weather and all of that, it's talking about the weather that's going on out here. Not in America, not in Europe. Here. Right? And I will even include, since this is Africa, this is Northeast Africa, I include that in too. So Africa, Egypt, Liberia, you know what I'm saying? Those are areas, Jordan, Edom, land of Edom, Moab, all of that down there. That's the Bible's referring to that. Now, I'm coming back over here. I was facing the east. Now I'm back over here in the west. And the sun is going down. Now, there we go. Okay, that glare is serious. Okay. See, it's going down. See that? So can't say I'm doing any camera tricks. So somebody can try to pull up a scripture all day long if they want to. This is going to prove, from what you can actually see, that tomorrow morning will not be the 12 hours required, as Enoch said. It's not talking about the sun. Like I've been saying, it's talking about the day itself, day and night itself. It's not talking about sun being out 12 hours, simply because the sun was not created on the first day, nor the second day, nor the third day. It was created on the fourth day. That's when time started for us, but not for the Most High. The Most High is time. He goes beyond time, but time for us started when the sun was created, the sun, moon, and the stars. The fourth day of the week, or the start of the 4,000 years, right? He completed that work at the end of those 4,000 years, going into the 5,000 years. This is what Genesis 1:14-19 says, right? You can go into Dead Sea Scrolls and find this. You can go into Enoch and find this. Enoch 72 and 73. Right? When you read 72, it's not talking about the sun in perspective to equal parts day, equal parts night. It's talking about daylight itself. There's the sun, still out there. Still on its way down. I wanted to film the whole thing so nobody could say I was cheap. Right? Right? There we go. Okay. 5:41 right now. Right? So here we are. That's the east. Now, I'm coming back. That's south. That is south. I'm coming back over here. Now it's on its way down. It's about to set down over the horizon. Again, The weather and all the Earth's patterns are based on what happens here in Israel, in North Africa, Northeast Africa in particular, right? Because this is the Middle Earth, not the Middle East. There's no such thing as the Middle East. It's Middle North. I mean Middle Earth, which you would call. That land was given to Shem, right? And of course, Canaan, since it's part of the continent of Africa, Canaan took it. And that's why they call this land the land of Canaan. You can find this in scripture if folks read. It is important to know your table of nations. It is important to know landmass. It is important to know what lands the Bible was talking about. It's very important. If you don't know, anybody could teach you anything and you'll fall for it. All right, there we go. That's okay. I need to start tilting the camera. There you go. See that? All right. I'm coming down. See that sun? See it's going down? It's much higher than that 10 minutes ago, or 11 minutes ago. See, it's going down. So you can't front with what you see. See that? Again. That's PM, not AM. PM. Sun doesn't set in the east. And so I'll give the sun 5:45 p.m. that it is setting. So you see that? That little dot. Going down. Now I've been out here 10 minutes, well 12 minutes. And this is how you prove all things. You're supposed to prove all things. That's what the scriptures say. Prove all things. Well, I'm filming this actually happening. Proving all things. The sun is actually setting in the west. Right? At a particular time that folks are saying is the 364th day, which is impossible. Which I'm going to prove in the morning. I'm going to post another video early in the morning with the recorded time. Now I challenge you, anybody who's watching this video, to do the exact same thing I'm doing. Film the sun going down, film the sun coming up. And you tell me if they're 12 hours apart tonight going into tomorrow on your end. There is no way that's going to happen. No way. Because that is being taught backwards. It's being taught wrong. That is not what it is. Our clock starts on the 4th day, not the 1st day. God's clock is infinite. He started building things on day 1, but we get day 4 because that's when the lights in the heavens, in the firmament, were created for us. Now, that sun is just about down beyond the horizon here, beyond my perspective. But there it is, basically down. Okay? I'm trying to wait till it goes all the way down before I give you the time. So, like I say, I want y'all to just kind of stop listening to these people. Read the book, or books, texts, and then even go outside and prove it to yourself. Prove it. These guys don't know what they're talking. Most of these guys and certain women don't know what they're talking about. All right, mostly guys is teaching this, but certain women that brought this out don't know what they're talking about. Now the sun is gone now. All right, so it's 14:41 in this video. It is 5:46. Let me see. Hold on. Yep, 5:46. Give me a second for that to click. 5:47. So really it's 5:46. That the phone clock is 1 minute fast. Okay, so there it is. I've recorded it, and I'm going to post this. And in the morning, I'm going to post a similar video, except the sun's going to be coming from that way, from the east. Now, if these folks' theory is right, then the sun should come up from over there at 5:46 a.m. tomorrow morning. But I'm telling you that it's going to come up much later than that. All right, with that, I'm going to say Shalawat. Shabbat Shalawat, actually. Peace.